We recognize very specially the Director News Nigerian Television Authority Headquarters, the very distinguished Hajia Halima Musa. Good to see you again. Thank you for being here. We recognize our distinguished fellows of the Institute, especially fellows who have lived and by the right thing being here very early. Fellow Grace Zamani, I believe, may be the first fellow that arrived here today. Distinguished fellow Grace Zamani, thank you very much for being here. Fellow Chiwe, fellow Yemisi Oyekola was probably the first to come today. Fellow Chiwe Obuka, thank you very much. Fellow Grace Zamani, I know she's seated somewhere. Yeah, thank you very much. Fellow Azuka Ogugwa, thank you very much for being here. We really appreciate you. We're glad to have the former press secretary to the immediate past FCT minister here with us. Very distinguished Cosmos Uzodima, thank you very much for being here. I just cited, and there he is, a former chairman of the chapter, the only person I know who is the same age with Nigeria. There are not too many. Very distinguished fellow Joe Ita, PhD. Thank you very much for being here. We're glad to have you. We recognize our other very distinguished members who may be seated behind, especially if you are a fellow, please come forward. The front seats are reserved for you. Chief Cosmos Uzodima, where are you, sir? Sir, popular demand is that you should come forward. It's an Emiloko instruction.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Okay. Do we have any correction? Can somebody please move for the adoption of the agenda?
The agenda with the correction made. Thank you.
Thank you very much, ma. A seconder, please.
Next on the agenda, as mentioned earlier, we had started recognition of dignitaries. But permit me to let you know that seated before you are the distinguished members of ESCO, led by the #1 chairman, and I say that with every sense of responsibility, #1 NIPR chairman nationwide, because as far as Nigeria is concerned, FCT chapter is number 1. Please a round of applause for distinguished fellow Stanley Ogadigo. He's also seated. The assistant secretary is also seated, and the distinguished treasurer of the chapter is also seated. My name is Tope Ojeme, PhD. It's an honor to serve as the public relations officer. If you clap for me, the microphone will continue working. If you don't, it may stop working. Let me recognize very, very specially our guest speaker for today. There will be the appropriate time to tell you about it. But suffice it to say that this is one of the fathers of public relations in Nigeria. It's an honor to have Professor Rotimi Oladele, PhD, here in our midst. He flew in all the way from the Cambodia island, if I'm right, and to take this opportunity to speak to us. He could have said no, but he loves FCT. I've always known that. He loves FCT, although Lagos claims that he's theirs, but he knows that he belongs to us. Please, another round of applause for him. We also recognize other distinguished members. I've recognized council members and fellows who are here. But let me just add that we have the immediate past executive secretary of WATAF, Tunde Oladapo, former chapter VC, vice chairman, NIPR FCT chapter, is also here with us. Please give him a round of applause. We have Mr. Chinedu Asinugu, former vice chair. I believe I have recognized him earlier. And we recognize other distinguished fellows who are here with us today. Thank you very much for finding time to be here. We'll be moving on swiftly in the agenda, as we will now ask everyone to please pay attention. But before then, if you have not registered, do well to walk towards the registration point to register. The importance of this is that you have an opportunity to get access to materials directly to your mail. But when you don't register, it could become a problem having such access. Let me recognize a formal due course as I receive their names. We now ask for the appropriate decorum, because to speak now is the chairman of the chapter. Please welcome to the microphone very distinguished fellow Stanley Ogadigo.
Thank you very much. The keynote speaker for today, Professor Rotimi Oladele, thank you very much for obliging us your presence. The ES MPC, we appreciate you. The Air Vice Marshal in the house, not retired but serving. We appreciate you, Air Vice Marshal Edward Gapquet. Distinguished fellows of the Institute, directors present, my dear professional colleagues. Well, in the chairman's remarks for today, we have lost some time, so there will be no much need for me to speak long on this. I just want to say on behalf of the executive committee, I would like to appreciate you for what you are doing for the chapter, and then at the same time plead, like Oliver Twist, that we should contribute more so that we remain the #1 chapter that we are. Last meeting we had almost 200 attendees captured online, meaning that we had over 200 participants. Again, I join the voice of the PRO to call on all of us to please ensure that while you are seated, you can scan the code and do your e-registration. That will help us to do a great deal with you. Today's meeting, I want it to be very, very interactive, and I pray that you give us your maximum support. There is an agenda that we have adopted at the executive committee, and that is time consciousness. Maximum 7 o'clock, whether there are items on the agenda unattended to, somebody should move the motion for the adjournment. I therefore want to call on all of us to please, let's be very time conscious, go straight to issues and deal with matters that affect us so that we can close in good time. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Mr. Chairman. Shortly, we will come to the minutes of the last meeting. But permit me to inform you, and this is because we have a president who keeps the rules. The president of the NIPR, very distinguished, Dr. Ike Neliaku, has sent apologies. And that's because he just returned from Kano and he respects his chapter. So he sent apologies that he will be arriving late. Members are professionals. When you are not going to attend for any reason, please send apologies. If you'll be arriving late, also send apologies. Remember, it is about reputation first and reputation always. With this, I hand over to the secretary as we go through the minutes of the last meeting.
Please, can we have the minutes on the screen? We have 3 minutes to do this. I'm going to read through the minute for us. So please, we need your maximum attention. Minutes of the last meeting of the Nigeria Institute of Public Relations, FCT chapter, held on 27th August 2025 at Bolingo Esperia Hotel, Abuja. 185 members were captured on the e-registration platform and 40 members joined online. The meeting commenced at 4:30 p.m. with the recitation of the national anthem. The motion to adopt the meeting agenda was moved by Brigadier General S.K. Usman and seconded by Inimfon Etuk. Dignitaries and special guests present were duly recognized. Scroll up. The chairman, on behalf of the executive committee, welcomed members present at the monthly meeting and expressed appreciation for their consistent participation and support towards the growth of the chapter and development of the institute. He also led members in observing a 1-minute one in honor of one of our professional colleagues, late Alhaji Bashir Chedi, after which he prayed for the peaceful repose of the departed soul before proceeding with the agenda. The minutes of the previous meeting was read and the motion for adoption as amended was moved by Barrister Moses George Duku, which was seconded by Mohammed Abdullahi. Matters arising. 35th anniversary report. The committee made a presentation on a number of activities for the anniversary, such as tree planting, celebrating the hands that built the FCT, project of impact, partnership with 35 organizations, etc. Update on Repetition Roundtable. The Repetition Roundtable presentation recapped the last edition, noting excellent planning and delivery that significantly increased the credibility and reputation of the FCT chapter. The committee assured that the next edition has been scheduled for 27 to 28 January 2026 at Transcorp Hilton, Abuja. All members, especially directors and high-level public relations managers, are expected to participate at the sum of 150,000 and non-members to pay 500,000 per participant. The presentation on Stay Healthy, Stay Alive, organized by the Welfare Committee in collaboration with Roni Diagnostic Center, focused on the need for healthy living, which was well received by members. The chapter chairman inaugurated the committee, inauguration of committee of past chairmen. The chapter chairman inaugurated the committee, stated the reasons behind the initiative to include need for quality advisory, mentorship, and strategic inclusion in the affairs of the chapter. The committee is structured to meet twice yearly, January and June, respectively, to review activities and make input for growth and development of the chapter, with serving chairman as the committee chair, while the senior admin officer serves as secretary. Under special recognition, the chairman membership committee, Mrs. Agnes Abaji, introduced new members and the chapter chair, Mr. Stanley Ogadigo, while receiving them, encouraged them to be active in the activities of the institute. He assured them of chapter support towards their professional career development. Under goodwill messages, we have the Director General, National Orientation Agency, Malam Lare Isa Onilu, in his goodwill message, emphasized that a nation's value determines its progress and encouraged Nigerians to engage their leaders and not to develop hatred for the country. He stated that the agency has a couple of projects designed for partnership with the NIPR. The Managing Director, NNPC Foundation, Mrs. Emanuela Arukwe, expressed the foundation's readiness to collaborate with the Institute towards making meaningful contributions and creating impact through CSR. The Vice President, Public and Government Affairs of OPE organization, Dr. Maxwell P. Loko, commended the activities of the chapter, noting his deep impression with his initiatives. He further pledged OPE support for the chapter. The Chief of Staff to the Deputy Speaker, House of Representatives, Barrister Sam Ifeanyi Hart, conveyed the House's willingness with the support of the Right Honorable Speaker to the Chief of Staff, to the Deputy Speaker, House of Representatives, to explore areas of collaboration with the Institute. He also commended the cordial relationship and responsiveness demonstrated among members of the Institute. Under professional platform, we had Dr. Nnamdi delivered a presentation on managing reputation in the digital age, emphasizing that perception now functions as currency. He outlined digital reputation management as the process of monitoring, influencing, and protecting online presence, while highlighting risks such as misinformation, counterculture, and cyber attacks. Key strategies shared include proactive monitoring, consistent storytelling, swift crisis response, and building trust through engagement. The session stressed the critical role of PR professionals as digital access managers and trust builders in today's fast-paced media landscape. President's remark. The President commended the ESCO for the innovative initiatives and appreciated the efforts members made towards the development of the Institute. He highlighted 4 key October events: the Obi of Onitsha lecture on peace and national reconciliation, which will take place on the 7th of October. Nigeria Reputation Day, 15th October. Raymond Dokpesi lecture on communication and development, 25th October. And the Sam Ekpele Gold paper lecture, 28th October. He further noted the chapter's anthem. Initiative and pointed out the national body had earlier conceived the idea and currently developing it for unveiling as part of the World Public Relations Forum. Birthday recognitions and celebrations for the month of August was coordinated by the Welfare Committee. Announcement. Ronnie Diagnostic Center offers laboratory home services and annual checkups at 20% discounted rate for NIPR FCT members. Future mental health care programs are planned to promote healthy living, courtesy of Welfare Committee. Welfare Committee announced an ID card project initiative at 20,000 per member. A motion for adjournment was moved by Grace Akombi and seconded by Ganiat Balogun. The meeting officially ended at 7:40 p.m. Thank you, sir. Can somebody please move for the adoption of the minutes? They say I shouldn't ask for corrections. They say I shouldn't ask for corrections.
Thank you very much. You have listened carefully to the minutes of the last meeting. We just give 30 seconds if there's any correction, addition, or subtraction. Otherwise, we should call for a motion for adjournment. Sorry, adoption of the minutes. No, we need to go. Okay, harvest. Okay, fine. Harvest has adjourned the minutes. Okay, fine. Olu Harvest. Your name, please. Thank you very much. I think with that, the minute stands adopted. What do we have next on the agenda, please?
Next on the agenda is matters arising, but permit me, Mr. Chairman, to quickly recognize the presence of our very distinguished registrar of the Institute, a very distinguished gentleman par excellence, a chief. I'm talking about Chief Uzoma Onyegbadwe. He's in our midst, not with a red cap, but on a suit. He's looking sweet 16. Welcome, sir. Registrar, sir. We also want to quickly announce a few apologies sent in. As I mentioned earlier, the president had sent apology that he will be joining us late, and we hope that he will join us very soon. Apologies we have from Dr. Ojukwu, CP Ojukwu. We have apologies from Mercy Illumino. We have apologies from Godwin Ekpeyong. We have apologies from Princess Fakbunda, although she's online from Canada, but I think she's listening. She's online from Canada. And we have apologies from Ibrahim Musa. These are the apologies here confirmed. Mr. Chairman, by your kind permission, we will now proceed to matters arising. First on the list is the 35th anniversary committee report. Mr. Chair. The next one. Let me quickly recognize distinguished fellow, the Damasani himself, Mohammed Kudu Abubakar, PhD, is also here with us. Please, a round of applause for him. I'm sorry if I'm not seeing others, but I also know that we have Barrister Henshaw Ogubike, Director, Federal Ministry of Information and National Orientation, here with us. Thank you very much, Barrister Henshaw. I don't know where he's seated. Okay, there he is. Good to see you, sir. It's been a long, long time. Dr. Peter Oideye, I'm told, is also here with us. Thank you very much, sir. He sent apologies. Okay, Dr. Peter Oideye sent apologies. Thank you. As we now proceed on the minutes. As said by the chairman, we move on to reputation round table.
Okay, thank you very much. Because of want of time, I wouldn't want the reputation roundtable to make another presentation for today. I think what we have in the minutes is more than enough. It's our flagship project, and then we want to appeal the 35th anniversary committee, and that will be the last matters arising. The Chairman Welfare Committee, if you are around, please take your 2 minutes, make the presentation on the ID card, and we'll proceed from there. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Chairman. Good evening, Mr. Chair. Good evening, my fellow ESCO members, ladies and gentlemen. We would like to thank you, first of all, for supporting the ID card drive. Thank you so much. Last meeting, we made a presentation of what the ID card will look like and how much money we'll be charging. And the amounts we proposed was unanimously accepted by members. Thank you very much. On behalf of my committee, we say thank you. So going forward, we have the ID card. It's already on the screen. You can see that's the format we intend to adopt. As you can see, there's a barcode at the back. Once that barcode is scanned, it comes up with the details of the member owing that ID card. And so in the details, we have where you can impute your name, your practice number, your blood group in case of any emergency, God forbid, and other details that could help, trace you out in case there's any need for you to get an intervention from law enforcement. God forbid, like I said, but we need to prepare for eventualities. So that's the ID card. So the plan we intend to come up with is to share a link via the chapter's WhatsApp platform where members can click on the link and follow the instructions, impute your details, but please make sure what you impute is correct because we will not have time to do a lot of editing. What you insert there is what we're going to use. So please do a cross-check, a double-check to just make sure that your details are complete. So once you get into the link will also lead you into the platform where you're going to make the payment. It's 20,000 Naira, as we all agreed from the last meeting. And so we would need you to also provide a photo. So we have two options for that. It's either you come here where we're going to provide a photographer who will take a picture specification for it, add a token, or you present that to us, sending to a number we're going to provide after this meeting or through the same platform. You just take a photograph behind a white background and send to us. Make sure it looks like the one you would use if you want to do any official engagement, maybe a visa application or something. Just make sure you're looking straight into the camera. All your facial features are showing. We don't want sunglasses. Make sure your hairs are revealing. Make sure you don't have any hat covering your head. Ladies can wear their scarf, but just make sure that your facial features are shown because the main essence is for us to see a photo ID that we can easily recognize you with. So that's that for the ID card project. Thank you once again. We look forward to your subscriptions because that's the only way this project can kick. And lastly, let me just quickly say, we need to get enough subscription before we go to print because the higher the number, the lesser the cost of printing. So we'd like to implore everyone to please key into this project to enjoy the benefits. Thank you very much, Mr. Chair.
Okay, thank you very much, the Chairman Welfare Committee, for that brilliant report. Just to add my voice to say that this is also a very serious project that is dear to our heart. It comes with a lot of benefit. So please, it's not just ID card to identify ourselves, but it's also an ID card that will give you access to some of the benefits that the chapters or some of the things that the chapter will be providing. So if you don't have it and you have any need that you need us to solve for you, I'm sorry, that is going to be one of the criteria for intervening in any of your matters. And more importantly, the Welfare Committee also is coming up with a serious collaborations and partnerships that will enable us to assess some of the things in big stores and shops at very affordable rates. Apart from stores and shops, we are also looking into medical areas. Last meeting we had an organization, they came here and we are already partnering. Going forward, if you are not a part of this ID card project, I'm sorry, they may not be able to accommodate enough platforms. But more importantly, is something that will also stand us out as FCT. So I think it's something everybody should key into. I want to say that by next meeting, God willing, every member of the executive committee is going to appear in the meeting hall with our ID cards. So, like she said, we need a minimum of 100 entries to come out with the first batch. And as at yesterday's executive committee meeting, we have given them the matching order to ensure that that benchmark is achieved before the next meeting. So please be one of the first to subscribe so that we also encourage the committee to bring more benefit to us as members. Thank you very much. We now call on the 35th anniversary committee to please make their presentation. Chief Alaba Yusuf, if you're in the house, is the co-chair standing in for the chair who is unavoidably absent. Can we give him a big round of applause?
Former President, Professor Rotimi Oladele, you are most welcome. The chairman, fellows in the house, elders, and professional colleagues. My name is Akirogun Alaba Yusuf, the co-chairman of NIPR FCT at 35. The minute has stated a couple of things we are supposed to have done or that we are supposed to do. Now, we got good news and bad news. Yeah. But like my father used to say, he gives you an assignment and you say, this is a task, it's so hard. He said, when you get out there, remove the T. So that means if you ask, you get the answer. So, our dates are set for the AGM, that's 25th to 27th of November. Because the AGM is part of the FCTR 25, we are running into it. We have a lot of professional colleagues who are part of this, and the ESCO has given us the backing that we want in respect of venue, in respect of seed money, though all these are still promissory notes. But we are ready for you, and we know you are here for us. We have never failed before. We are not going to fail this time around. Being 35, the FCT itself is 50. So we've got a lot to do in collaboration with the FCT itself. And that's why the idea of the hands that built Abuja. Because we talk about FCT, not many people even realize what FCT is. But everybody knows Abuja. We have the action points and timelines. Basically, today is 24th. The event is starting, the AGM event, a conference is starting on the 25th. So we have basically 2 months. But within the 2 months, we have a lot of things that we need to do. First, we talk about projects, societal impact, and partnership. What can we do that will make the society know about what we're doing? The impact of public relations on the FCT. One of such things is branding bus stops. We've listed a couple of them. Prominent ones where we can project public relations to the public. Then we talk about tree planting, 35 trees in prominent places, whereby trees that will also nurture for the future, where the impact of public relations will be known. Then we talk about having public relation campaigns in motor parks. We might as well, we have done something in the past here where we took fire service awareness into the markets. So we want to do things that will impact on the community. We have to do this successfully, we need partnership. We need partners. And we intend to identify 35 corporate entities, reputable ones, in the banking sector, telecoms, media, government, NGOs, real estate, hospitality, all of them, that is the hands that built Abuja. Those that have made impact in the community to collaborate financially and in terms of ideas or ideas. Timeline for this is September to October. That is, we have 1 month to achieve this. And that's why we need all of us. All of us. Please give out names of your organization. We tend to also give awards to reputable and excellent professional companies or CEOs during our AGM dinner. We call that recognition and talent development. Then we want to celebrate young people. Young people, 35, around that, who have done so well in making this community where we are a better place. So we need you to submit to us, suggest to us, nominate reputable organizations or individuals, CEOs, who are making impact, happening people. We'll release on the platform the numbers to contact for such. So I won't take much of your time on that. We talk about the awards, whether we call it gala or gesha, but we're going for a mega award that people should be proud of. We know that NIPR does not just give an award, but we award to excellent people. Talking about the hands that built Abuja, we are looking at those pioneers who started this or that. We have those who started the idea of maybe the first restaurant, entertainment center, hospitality, whatever, in all the fields. The hands that built. There was time that nobody believed in Abuja. There are a lot of people who refuse to buy land in Abuja because they say it will not work. So, what we are seeing, those people who first invested in Abuja to make it what it is today, we need to recognize them, whether they are living or dead. Then, we have spoken about catching them young. In my place, they say a deity that the elder does not take the young one to will die, because to appease the deity, the young ones don't go there. Then when the old man dies, the deity dies. So we're having essay competition for students in secondary schools and in universities. Ideas are being given, and I believe we are aware that the FCT chapter has inaugurated the idea of public relations clubs in universities, but we are pushing it down the line to secondary schools as well, so that people, because the more we know about creating understanding, for the better it will be them young, is very important for us. So we are talking about having, for university undergraduates, 1,000 to 2,000 words on strategic PR and reputation topics. For secondary schools, we are looking at 800 to 1,000 words, youth and nation building. Primary school, 300 to 500 words, my reputation, my pride. These are not talking about the conference. We always want to surpass our, to best our better. Because where the word best comes in, the word better becomes a misnomer. Therefore, we are going to have key speakers and topics that can be game-changing kind of topics. So the date for our annual anniversary events will start from 25th to 27th of November 2025. Day 1, PR workshop for undergraduates. And here we'll be talking about artificial intelligence. public relations, and digital storytelling. Day 2, 26th of November, we have the MCPD workshop for PR professionals, AI, authenticity, and data-driven public relations, PR. Day 3, I'm almost done. Day 3, we have, that's 27th of November, conference, AGM, anniversary dinner, and awards. I think all these are clear cut. Expected outcome, professional development, recognition and legacy projects, partnership for impact, that is delivering 35 years of legacy, impact, and professional excellence. But one thing, there's no romance. We need to underscore that. No romance without finance. Therefore, Yoruba people will say to you that enu ofufo ki dun yomu yomu. Yoruba they say owo ni keke ihinrere. And in Igbo they say whatever you have without kudi, no ego. So we cannot say ego sirike. Yeah, Igbo. Igemekwa maintenance. Igemekwa maintenance. When you want better thing, they say, "Oh, worry, money will better soup." Now money killer. Greed from our need. Thank you very much.
Okay, that is the report from the AGM stroke 35th anniversary.
Mr. Chairman.
Please, if there is anybody with any comment, observation, let's do that in 2-3 minutes. Then we'll round up. Thank you.
Mr. Chairman, permit me to recognize the arrival of the President and Chairman of Council NIPR. Here I had mentioned that he sent his apologies. We now have with us Dr. Ike Neliako, our President, and a bona fide member of the NIPR. I also, while we are taking questions, want to recognize an oracle who has come all the way from our past meeting, John from Lagos. John from Lagos. This is the only chapter that people come from different states and different chapters because Commissioner of Information and different chapters because Commissioner of Information from Akwa Ibom State, very distinguished council member. We now take questions or concerns or interventions. Concerns or interventions. The wife of the president is also here, our own staff. You need to give me this one, ma. Agree before I introduce of the NIPR, our own Madam Neliaku, First Lady of NIPR. Thank you very much, ma, for being here. Any intervention, questions we want to take quickly? We have a short time. Any?
First Lady, you are welcome. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for still come our way through the WhatsApp platforms, our emails, and other means of communication. We now move straight into the next item on the agenda. But before we go there, let me also emphasize, like the co-chair, treat the activities of the 35th anniversary and AGM with all seriousness that they deserve. We'll now move straight to the next item on the agenda, which is the inauguration of the Electoral Committee. Remember, this is an election AGM. The law says 28 days or thereabout before we inaugurate. But at the Executive Committee meeting yesterday, we decided to do it 2 months ahead so that they'll have enough time to work. Unfortunately, we are going to step the inauguration down today, but we're going to take that maybe virtually any of the day before the next meeting. Again, we want them to have enough time to work. So we are stepping the inauguration down for today to take it maybe next week virtually. We now call on the CEO of Drawbridge Communication, to quickly come and give us 3 to maximum of 5 minutes presentation on our partnership program that is built to happen in 1 month from now.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman, the President of the NIPR, and Chairman of Council, Dr. Ike Niliaku, former President, Professor Rotimi Oladele, other council members present, fellows, members of the Institute, and everyone who has come here to come and have this brief meeting with us this evening. My name is Hassan Abdul, lead consultant at Drawbridge CM Limited. Last year, we went into a partnership with the FCT chapter, and the objective is, 1, to build and catalyze the private consulting ecosystem for public relations here in the FCT. And I remember starting out about 17 years ago, and over time, one of the major challenges I know I had to deal with was the fact that the FCT does not have a thriving practice ecosystem. So we don't have the complement of PR firms that you can, and peers that you can easily collaborate with, pool of talent that you can recruit from, and people that you can pattern your services and your models after. Not like a place like Lagos, where you have them in abundance. And so we said, why don't we partner with the chapter to bring this to the FCT? We cannot be here. We are the numero uno chapter. And in terms of private consulting in PR, we are not actually numero uno. And we need to make sure that that changes. So based on that, we started this project. And what we have decided to do, first of all, is to create a platform for aspiring PR entrepreneurs. Individuals who will want to go into private consulting, to learn from those who are in the field, to receive trainings on how to set up your operations, how to build a consulting mindset, how to identify what products you can sell, how to even retain clients, how to recruit talent. And so we are bringing in a number of practitioners from Lagos who have had successful practices over the years, as well as one of our key resource person for this evening. I'm not sure if I'm letting the cat out of the bag, but I think already his picture is outside somewhere, so I'm sure I'm not disclosing before I was supposed to. So Professor Rotimi Oladele is one of our resource persons. We have Tokumbo Modupe, who heads TPT International. We have Bolaji, who heads Integrated Indigo. They will all be coming to Abuja to come and put us through on some of the rudiments of starting and maintaining a successful PR consulting practice. Now, this is important for many of us who either are at a point where we want to transit from being employees and we want to start our own practice, or we are just young people and want to just go into private consulting. How do we ensure that we don't go through the same hurdle of building from scratch? How do we leverage on knowledge that is already available and is willing, and those who have it are willing to share? So the date is November 4th and 5th. So it's already upon us. It's in about 5 to 6 weeks' time. And there is a form to be filled by those who are interested. There is a roll-up banner outside this hall, QR code that you can scan and put in your details. And the fee for this is just 350,000 naira. There are 7 modules to be taken. So you could just put it in your mind that it's a 2-day program. It's going to be rich. It's going to be packed. But more importantly, you'll be availing yourself the opportunity to learn and avoid some of the pitfalls that people make when they are going into any entrepreneurial venture. There is no need going into it with your eyes closed when you can actually have the enlightenment that will help you advance faster through this kind of training. So that's just the summary of it. I've made this presentation before, I think last year when we wanted to start and we had to adjust the date, but now we have a firm date. We have all the speakers and participants, and all we just need move their careers or transit to this new phase in their individual journeys. Thank you very much, Mr. Chairman. I think that's my presentation.
Okay, thank you very much. Okay, thank you very much. Just to say that this is very also important to us. Every product we bring, say that this is very also important to us. Every product we bring to, how many years remaining for you to a consultancy system? Are you a young man of system? Are you a young man or fresh graduates who may not, and the last target audience will now be those who still have enough time but they still want to gain the knowledge. So please, these 4 categories of professionals are needed to be trained. The interest of the chapter is to ensure that we are well equipped and prepared to take the market that is in abundance in the FCT. Enough of a situation where Lagos people and people from across the world will jump into Abuja, take our briefs and go. You cannot blame them because we have not built the ecosystem that is required. So please, this project is very, very prospect. Too much tight engagement. This date was not confirmed. However, there are still to learn as much. Now the next on the agenda will be the finance. I want to call on the finance team to very quickly, in the next 5 minutes, tell us what we have so that we'll move to the next item on the agenda.
The former president, Professor Rotimi Oladele, for the year. And that's what we're going to do now. Standing before me is our very new accountant, newly recruited.
Accountants don't smile. They don't smile.
Note that figures appear to cover the first 3 quarters. Note that figures appear to cover the first 3 quarters, with the year 2025 column representing the cumulative total to date. So we have the presentation there, the revenue side, the presentation there, the revenue side. Please, the next slide will give us the expenditure side. So, based on this, the net surplus actual, please, next slide, please. The net surplus actual year to date, that is 21,279,946.57, reflects strong revenue over performance, offsetting a first quarter deficit which we had in that quarter. Key positives: revenue from contributions, which is revenue from contributions, which is over 1,000% over, and workshops over 139% over, provides a buffer. Expenditures were 54.44% of the budget. Now I would quickly go to the next slide, please, for want of time. Okay, so that what I just rendered to us now is based on the financial reports, income and expenditure for the periods till August 31st. Now an overview of the budget, 2025 budget versus the actual for the period to 31st December. The budget covers the period from January to December 2025, with actual figures reported up to the 3rd quarter, with revenues significantly exceeding the annual budget and expenditures lagging behind. This has resulted in a substantial surplus so far, in contrast to the planned deficit for the year. Key highlights. Next slide, please. So this is the presentation of the revenue source based on the budget. We have the first quarter, second quarter, third quarter. The fourth quarter, why is empty? Because we have not entered into the fourth quarter. But these represent actual figures already, in terms of revenue, already received. Then the total as at August is the actual to date, that is the next column. The budget is the next column, then the performance so far in percentages. Next slide, please. Analysis based on the revenue. The table shows key revenue items with quarterly actuals, total actual to date, budgeted amounts, and achievement percentages. Key insight on revenue. Over 38% of actual revenue comes from office project contributions, far exceeding expectations. Professional workshops and reputation roundtable are significant earners. The AGM is budgeted for 40 million, but has 0 actuals, potentially indicating a fourth quarter event. Next slide, please. Expenditure, as stated before, the first, second, third quarter, the fourth quarter is still not actualized yet. Then we have the total actuals, then we have the budgeted, then we have the percentage performance. Analysis of the expenditure. The table shows key expenditure items. Subtotals are included for reference, but headings like administrative expenditure and operational expenditure are excluded as they have no numerical values. Key insights on expenditure. Reputation roundtable accounts for 25% of actual expenditure, closely tracking budget. Office project furniture is over budgeted to 93%, possibly linked to the high revenue from similar contributions. Several items are under budget or 0, that is utility vehicle, subscriptions, renewal, and so forth. The chapter AGM is budgeted at 34 million but has a 0 actual, likely a fourth quarter item, as you all know, that could significantly increase expenditure. So, at this point, I want to, sorry for that. Overall, the Institute ended the reported period with a healthy surplus, positioning us well for future initiatives, such as the new projects and the professional development. We encourage members to review the full statement for detailed line items. If you have questions or need further clarification, please consult the financial team. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you very much, the accountant. Well, while we take one or two inputs from you, let me just say that for us, this is a promise kept. It was, and they're not just giving financial report for quarters, but doing it very, very professional. And I also recall that we did say that we should be embarking on budgetary system for the chapter. Just like it's done in the federal government of the federation, you have budget for the year. So this is a rundown of the, we want to do not just by name, but by action. And I want to equally use this opportunity to thank the finance team and more especially the new accountant. When we informed that we needed an accountant, we knew what we were speaking of. There is no way we would have done this using our own skills. So we needed to recruit a chartered accountant, and that is exactly what we have done. It's just barely 1 month into the system, and then this is the quantum of work we are seeing. And then again, one of the things the budgetary system will help us to do is to keep us on track, to know how we spend and how we generate at the same time. So for us at the Executive Committee, we are very delighted that we are dealing with issues of finance very, very professionally. So I will want at this point seek interventions from the House anywhere you are not clear about. The accountant and the financial team, they are here to clarify us. So let's just give 1 or 2 slots if anyone has anything to say before we continue. Thank you.
Please do raise your hands if you have any input. That will be number 1. Any other? That will be number 2. Any other? So we'll just take 1 and 2. Please come forward, sir.
The President of the Council, Mr. Chairman and DISCO, distinguished senior colleagues. My own is just an observation, and which I feel we can do without wasting much time here. And that is allowing this robust presentation to get into our private mails. We know how we can, so that we can actually ventilate, look at it critically before we can make any informed observation. Looking at it from here, we cannot really do anything. Thank you very much.
Mr. President, ESCO, distinguished professional colleagues, I want to say that matters like this and it's sent across, members can critically look at them to either agree or disagree with the accountant if there is a surplus indeed. But also I want to commend
for ratification. So please let us bear that in mind. It's only with finance that we can run and be reputable up to the point that we are today. Okay, so they are telling us that from next month we are going to come with POS, but the chapter office is also here, so you can make your payment. So distinguished ladies and gentlemen, AGM, you are going to have physical copies of what has been proved, who is financially up to date. So let's quickly move to the next item on the agenda, and that is feedback. The ICT officer, are you around? Okay, very quickly take us through what we have from the feedback segment.
So members, the chairman, members of the executive committee, good evening, professional colleagues, or I would say senior professional colleagues. The feedback is an initiative from the chapter executives for our members to ensure that after every monthly general meeting there is feedback from members that can be taken, and with that the meeting would be more conducive for our members. So I'm going to run very, very fast due to the time I have. The report I have is for the July and August monthly general meeting. It's a comprehensive analysis of members' feedback for the 2 monthly general meetings. Next slide, please. The feedback responses we had for the month of July were 7, and August we had about 20 responses. And the August meeting saw dramatically higher engagement with about 2.8571 growth, thereabouts. Next slide, please. Now the feedback covers some areas, very key areas, which has to do with, number 1, the overall satisfaction of the monthly general meeting. We had the guest speaker performance, and also other comments that were the overall rating comparison. For the month of July, we had about 29. Okay, for the rating, I would say how it is. We have the excellent, we had very good, we had neutral. Those were the options. And 28, for the month of July, 29% of the respondents gave an excellent review, 57% gave a very good review, and 14% gave a good response, a good review. So in all, we had 100%, I think on average, we would say a very good review for the month of July. For August, we had 40% who gave an excellent review, 40% of the respondents who gave a very good, and 20% gave a good review. So consistently, there are higher ratings, with 80% of our members rating the chapter as either excellent or very good. Next slide, please. For the speaker's performance analysis, we had a rating of 5-star. As we know, that is the normal rating, 5-star. And for the month of July, we had, of course, let me just say, just to make this, we have 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1 star. And for the July ratings, we had 43% who rated the guest speaker as a 5-star, gave a 5-star review, and 57% gave a 4-star review. So that's, we would say in summary, a 4.5-star review for the guest speaker. That covers his presentation and his delivery. For the month of August, we had 45% 5-star, 45% also gave a 4-star review, and 10% gave a 3-star rating. Okay, next slide, please. Well, for the expectation and engagement ratings, in the month of July, we had 86% of the respondents who said that the expectation of the monthly general meeting met their expectation. And then 14% were neutral. We had no responses. And for August, we had 85% who gave their responses as it met, the monthly general meeting met their expectations. And 15% were neutral. And for the other question, which was willingness to invite, we had on both sides, for both months, July and August, everybody said they would be willing to invite others. Then was time management. We had several separate comments who focused on timing issues. Some mentioned starting late, and we also had an issue of temperature, multiple complaints about the room temperature, and then refreshments set for early distribution. Now for the next slide. Feedback comments. These are some of the feedback comments we got for both months. Next slide. All right, so management's responses to the concerns. The one had to do with time, and management has agreed to adhere the call of members and state it to close by 7 p.m. Second screen, management took note and centralized the screen in the hall to save cost. Temperature, management has engaged the hotel management in improving the AC and temperature, making it more conducive for our members. The hall capacity, management is now planning on changing it for now, as the hall can carry a capacity of 250 people. For the refreshment, management has reviewed and agreed to make arrangements towards the end of the meeting. Okay, I think I would stop here.
Okay, thank you very much. It's also part of our commitment to ensure that we are responsible and accountable to our stakeholders. You are our primary and key stakeholder, and we should be responsible and accountable to you. The feedback is coming raw as it's happening. I will just encourage all of us to please participate in the feedback process. The numbers are not encouraging. We want more feedback. But the only thing we'll assure you here is that for every inquiry or every comment, there must be a management response. It's either we tell you, yes, we can do it, or we cannot do it based on reasons A, B, C, D. Then the ones that are within our capacity to improve, we'll do. And the ones we'll do together, we'll do. That is exactly the way we feel we can be more accountable. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, I think that is where we'll be dropping it. We hope to be having it often, but more importantly, please send us your feedbacks so that we can work together to achieve the aim. Thank you.
Thank you very much, distinguished chairman. Please, if you want to clap for the chairman, this is FCT. Mr. President, council members, fellows of the Institute, very shortly, you heard that we had 5-star, 3-star.
Her ex-president, former president, what's happening? Former president, fellows of the house, and distinguished members, my fellow distinguished members, thank you. Our new inductees and wannabe inductees, you're welcome to our, I'm liking what to say now. Okay. We would have loved to introduce you people one by one. You tell us your name and where you work, but there's no time.
Distinguished dignitaries here with us. Distinguished dignitaries here with us. One house, please. One house, please. One house, please. Like she has rightly said, one house, please. Like she has rightly said, we may not go the rigors of taking them one after the other, because we have a keynote speaker all the way from Lagos to speak to us, including you, to learn more. But more importantly, Mr. President, I want to say you to learn more. But more importantly, Mr. President, I want to say that among them, we also have a big wig in the house. If you are listening to me, listen very well.
Order.
We have a member who is, you can come forward. A member who is, you can come forward. The area, because in the last management meeting at the Institute, we discussed it, that there is need to establish the tribe. Take it from there.
Yeah, thank you, sir. I so pledge to do my best. My name is Kamaruddin Ogundele.
Thank you very much. So like the president said, you hit the ground running. So tomorrow you can come to the office to discuss further and give you further details. Well, on behalf of the executive committee, we want to sincerely encourage all of you to please take active participatory role in the chapter and the institute at the same time. There is no dull moment. Let us know the areas of your strength. And
there will now be handshake by the president and the vice, the chairman and the back.
God bless you. God bless
Just shake and go back.
God bless you. God bless you.
Madam Abaji, the next pregnancy continues. It's monthly pregnancy. Monthly pregnancy. Mr. President, council members, fellows of the Institute, distinguished professional colleagues, it's time for the professional platform. And as I mentioned earlier, you are about to witness a 10-star performance. And let me mention, the Oracle is here all the way from Akwa Ibom State. I'm sure that you must have seen that the FCT chapter meeting is like a conference on its own, like an AGM. I'm not sure Akwa Ibom. If you want to clap, clap very well, sir. Clap very well, sir. Clap. Camera, capture this important moment. Capture it. So the professional platform is one of those special areas. We've had 5-star, 4-star, 3-star. Usually I would have done the introduction there, but I'm refraining because the person to speak is very hot. So that I don't get burnt, I'll do it from my seat here. It's an honor and privilege to introduce to you our guest speaker today. Please rise, sir. Please come forward, sir, and face. Standing before you is a colossus. Before you is a man whose name resonates deeply within the communication public relations space in Nigeria and beyond. He has served our noble profession with distinction as former president, chairman, governing council of the NIPR. I'm not sure that there are many general meetings where a president, serving president, and a former president is in the same meeting. If you want to clap, do it very well. I'm privileged that under his leadership, I had the opportunity of joining this institute a couple of years ago. And I remember how much he encouraged me then. Today, I'm now an ESCO member. So he has given birth to children, grandchildren, unlike this woman who keeps getting pregnant every. He's now a grandfather. He is a chairman of ITEX Global Associates, a respected academia, above all, a mentor to generations of PR practitioners nationwide. Ladies and gentlemen, distinguished colleagues, please rise. Please rise with me as we warmly welcome to the podium this distinguished colossus, Professor Rotimi Online IPR. Sir, you have 30 minutes, 20 minutes for the lecture, and 10 minutes for possible interaction. Sir. To the podium.
My president and chapter chairman, your permission for my professional colleagues to take their seats.
Thank you, sir.
Well, I have spent 1/4 of a minute from my 30 minutes, but it doesn't matter. Whenever I come to chapters, whichever, I always correct this impression that I don't have a chapter. My chapter is national chapter. Because every chapter belongs to me, I belong to every chapter. The president cannot claim to be a chapter member of anywhere because he doesn't have a chapter. His chapter is the nation. Unless if you want to leave the bread and go for crumbs. After you have a loaf of bread, what are you looking for in the crumbs? Let people enjoy their crumbs while you also bake more bread. So that is one. And also, I don't share the idea of people in public relations say they are storytellers. They are telling story. Which story? If you must tell story, qualify your story. Let us know. Identity of absurdity will not give you meaning to spoil yourself into a greater achievement. We should not borrow grammar and terminology from the public. We should give them the correct ones. Because this is the way. We always have wrong slogans and so on. Every protocol is observed. So there are so many things that are not our language. We must cherish our language as professionals. You see the lawyers, after talking some English grammar, they will now put Latin word. Due respect to all the lawyers in the house. Yeah, because they have to distinguish themselves. We continue building on reputation until we have every mileage of reputation renewing our knowledge. It is critical that we see it that way. What I'm doing here is not lecture. I don't have the capacity to lecture some of you. I am actually intimidated because of overdosed PhD in this room. So I will not tell you I want to deliver lecture. No, sir, no, ma. I want to provoke your thoughts. I want to share some simple things we always neglect. Little things that matter, that we don't care about. And that first thing among these is your very self. Is anybody doing us the favor of the slide? It's just the slide is just 2 pages. So, and we are only to look at this. Yeah. If you look at that topic, we are talking of the life cycle of the public relations practitioner, then the relevance and human capital analytics. As of today in Nigeria, according to World Health Organization report of 13 days ago, we have not less than 23% of our youth dying by committing suicide. Under 25, we've lost over 1 million within just 2 weeks. And the question is why? Then you look at it, the information accessible to them are not palatable. Some of them, when they go through and read, then the peer grouping relationship they are having at their age is not also helping. When somebody of 21 could not buy a limousine and 3 of his other friends are riding limousine, he's going to commit suicide. Yeah. So the question now is, those of us who are into public relations as parents, what are we doing to this dilemma that has taken different forms? If you don't take care of yourself and become healthy, you cannot help the members of your family. So this time around, my call to you and others is that physicians, heal thyself. That's our lesson number 1 from this encounter. It is important to know how your spouse spends his extra time. Not for the purpose of chasing him around or looking at what she is doing, no. But to know if there's any unbecoming repercussions that can come in without your expectation should happen, what will you do? Beautiful idea, new identity card that will help what you call trackable identity. For 15 years, people who are older in this system will remember that I spent 3 years preaching trackable identity to support our venture of recertification. When some members refuse that, they will not do it. Is it not getting better? Look at where we are now. We have gone so far, and we are still going further. As at this morning, the president and the vice president met me in a corner where I was waiting to be transited to the, and they are just coming from a whole hog of meetings for a whole week to fix things. Look at the chapter level. This meeting doesn't look like a chapter level. If you take any of our AGM of the 80s, we don't have this population. Are we not getting better? The woman that is pregnant every month should stand up again and get another round of applause. Please, can we give it to her? That is a clearer evidence of mentoring, clearer evidence of evangelism of a profession. And at the same time, the willingness to nurture in those who have the intention, the willing souls who are there crying to become part of us. And if you look at it, let's go to the main page now, the next page. If you look at that next page, you will see 3 lines there. These 3 lines can take me 3 hours if we have the time. But because we have only 30 minutes, I will just... If you look at the first line, which is vertical, it means the kind of knowledge we have. There are some of us, they have vertical knowledge. You might have BA history, MA history, PhD history. Yes, you have PhD, but it's a vertical qualification. You don't know what is happening at the left side. You don't know what is happening at the right side. So you are so limited when it comes to breadth, width of knowledge, robustness of knowledge. You are very limited. You should be prepared to learn. When I'm using myself as an example, I had 3 master's degrees after my first degree, and I went back to school to do postgraduate diploma in hospital management. The question is why? I have MSc Human Resources, MSc Mass Communication, specializing in PR, and also MBA. The question is why going back to do postgraduate diploma? Because I look into the healthcare market in Nigeria, no single public relations practitioner of real professionalism servicing anybody there. I'm talking of 1987 to 1990. So by the time I went in and I came out of LUT, even my lecturers were asking me, Oga, what are you looking for? I was seeing all these quick, low-hanging fruits that other professional colleagues were not seeing. And that was how I became the PR consultant to Iko Hospital. First year they established it, because I was the only one found to be seen having healthcare qualification plus public relations. Another incident, of lesson to me was when I decided to go for 6 months to Allons Français on my own to be able to speak little French. I discovered that 87% of my market as the MD of a West African company depended on French-spoken countries. So every time we go, we needed interpreter. For the vertical mind, where are you on this line? It's worse when you are below the line or when you are the middle of the line. Because if somebody who ends the line totally at the highest level is still having myopia, he's still having weakness of understanding, he's not analytical enough, then you that has not finished that vertical, you have a lot to do. And if you look at it, most of the time, we had the wrong. By the time you now come out of the industry, you get a job as a supervisor, you are good to go. Manager, good to go. Senior manager, good to go. Then, when we are looking for assistant general manager, we can find you there. Those who came back from university with sociology and service them, then you count years. It was in the banking industry that it was worse. As at 1979, we had only one person as AGM, public relations in Nigeria banking system. I am telling you what I knew, what I saw, not what I read in the book. There was a bank called AfriBank. AfriBank was the only first bank that had AGM level of management in public relations. After them, then we had a bank in Ibadan, Trans International, I think Trans International Bank. Another one that had another AGM about 3 years later, before Union Bank. And Union Bank never promoted anybody beyond principal manager level. That was why Dangogo left of blessed memory. Because he refused to do any other thing other than public relations. But our colleague that took over from him agreed to go to banking, study it, became branch manager here and there, and then he was able to sustain. The point I'm making here is that you need to rediscover yourself, no matter how old you are, whether young or old. Because if you are old, what are you retiring on? Vertical knowledge, which is not adequate, or which is streamlined. If you want to do consultancy, you will do it. Your clients will be people you have networked along the vertical line. You will lose everything at the next level. What is the next level? Diagonal exposure. Excuse me. Diagonal exposure, you can see that line. It takes a little from the left, takes a little from the right, and from beginning to the end, that is the best exposure. That's an exposure that prepares you for challenge. Any kind of challenge that you may meet at your career progression. If you look at it, the diagonal candidate will be able to tell a little bit of history, a little bit of accounting, a little bit of mathematics, and he should be able. Thank you, Ajia. That's why I always love mothers. Mothers are better than fathers. Don't mind those men. Right? Don't mind me. I love my mom, so that's why. Then when you go to line 3, what do you have in line 3? It's a worst case. Horizontal. Who are those horizontal people? You take your school cert or OND. You join the Ministry of ABCD. In the next 10 years, you have been transferred to 4 different departments. Supervisor, warehouse. Supervisor, transport. Supervisor, account. Supervisor, administration. 10 years off. Excuse me. Thank you. It is effect of long seat in the aircraft. So the thing hasn't gone, sorry, pardon me. So what I'm saying here happened to me. Thank you. Thank you, ma. A lot of my colleagues that we were messengers together, wearing khaki in 1972 to 75. While we were doing our O levels, reading on our own at race course, they were still wearing the khaki uniform when I saw some of them in 1983. As at that time, I was already serving my youth corps. Because they never cared about the kind of peer grouping they were having. They were adults, you can't correct them. They take their salary, they go to beer parlor and then they enjoy themselves. Go to Quayside and buy jeans and t-shirts that are beautiful. Then they follow the most beautiful girls on the compound because they were enjoying. When I got to my first beat as a lecturer in the MBA class, 1998, I was shocked when I saw 3 of my classmates in the College of Education as my MBA students. You are the one to determine where you go with the choice you make with your environment. So we have 3 pathways: vertical, diagonal, horizontal. So which one? Where are you on? Which one are you now? Find your place. Find your space. Correct the errors. You can still make corrections. This world is not stagnant. Nobody has a horse that has a horn. My people says, learning talking new washing. Somebody who owns the whole world cannot see the horn of a horse. Don't be surprised that my discussion with you is over.
We are actually surprised. We are surprised. It came as a bullet and it hit some people as stray bullets. It hit others as a direct bullet, but a bullet is a bullet. A round of applause for Professor Rotimi Oladele, Fellow of the Institute. Mr. Chairman, by your permission, we can now move on to interaction. But I don't know if you want Mr. President to be the first. Mr. Chairman, sir.
No, the President has his time. So let's quickly take this. Thank you very much, Prof, for that professorial presentation. For want of time, we just want to keep it straight the way the Prof has led us. If there's anything anybody want to say or add or a way of question so that we'll have more clarity, please let us have it. Otherwise, we'll be good to go.
So please raise your hand if you have any. One, that will be number 1. Please come forward. We are taking only 2. One more slot. One more slot. Number 2, council member. Please come forward. While you are coming, council member is close. Permit me to allow her to speak first. Council member.
Thank you. Mr. President, former President, Chairman, fellow council members, fellows, my professional colleagues, good evening, everybody. First of all, let me commend our professor for a wonderful and brilliant presentation. That was really cerebral. I think we should give another round of applause. Thank you very much, sir. Well, we've always, yes, I didn't expect anything less. What I would just like to add is that the question you asked is apt. And I want to advise that as much as possible, we should start to do, shall I say, needs assessment of ourselves. Because that's the way forward. You have to ask yourself, where am I? What am I doing? how do I go forward? It's fundamental. And that's why it was short. It didn't have to go on and on because this germane is that's just it. So I want to just add that we should do that, and critically, and we'll be better for it. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. We take the second intervention.
Good evening, my past president, my chairman, fellows in the house. Oh, sorry. My president, sir. I'm sure he knows that I would not overlook his presence anyway. Kindly forgive me. Yes, I said the former president. First, I'd like to add a bit to the commendations by my dear fellow. What the prof did was sharp, it was straight, and simple enough for all of us to understand. And on that note, I believe that the applause we gave him was far less than he deserves. Can we please correct it? Thank you very much, sir. I wish you could share your pictures of where you were wearing the khakis with us, too. So here's my question. Let us assume a scenario where a young man had all his life been in a particular profession, let's say accounting, for example, but he has PR deep in his heart as a desired profession. And he does not get the opportunity of launching into PR until very close to his exit point in service. Because I know the PR profession is one that you never retire from. For as long as you have the health, you have the ability, you go and do it. So what would you advise such a person to do? Maybe he's already like 58 years old. Thank you very much, sir.
The chairman has permitted that we take a lady.
Thank you so much. Mr. President, Chairman, former President, my professional colleagues, I'm so sorry. I have to step forward because if I don't, I won't go forward. The lecture was very inspiring for me, and me being new to the PR profession, I have one question. If you're new or if you're a graduate into the PR profession, as you said, you don't want to be horizontal or vertical, you want to go forward in your profession, what steps do you take? Do you go to another course? Do you gain more experience? Or just what steps do you take to push yourself out there to show that, oh, I'm new, but I have something to say in the PR profession?
All right, thank you. Just drop the microphone. Prof, sir, if you can make it a bullet in 2 minutes, it will be good.
Well, the two are similar except the age range. For the person who had gone far and there to now come back to public relations, there is nothing wrong. There are 3-4 ways you can do it. If you want to make investment, you can set up and employ practitioners who are qualified and certified. Ownership of enterprise is different from running expertise. Then, apart from being an owner, you can still learn from experience. In those days, early 70s, we used to have puppy accountant, puppy engineer, and I started as editorial assistant, proofreading house journal. Forgive me. So with that, I joined Michael Otedola and Partners as an editorial assistant, proofreading house journal. That was just my job because of my level of education then. So such a person can learn. Apart from that, technology has made it so easy. You can have your PhD in the corner of your room if you really get determination of doing public relations. The professional pathway is now open for you. Come to the institute, write the exam as a student. I used 5 years to pass the Chartered Institute of Marketing exam. Chartered Institute of Marketing UK will give you a certificate that says equivalent of a degree, and you are qualified to do master's degree in any Commonwealth university. So those opportunities are still there. You can explore that. Then for a young person like the lady, why can't you do evening class? Why can't you do Saturday or weekend? Because why can't you also do a volunteer? Today, you people look for money. You don't want to sacrifice anything. I spent 2 years receiving no salary in an outfit in Surulere. Today, I'm one of those who separated advertising from public relations, even far away, before we come to this year of unbundling that we are just doing. Because people just took it wrongly that once you are doing communication, you are doing public relations. No. Advertising agents, the agencies of advertising are those working for the spender of the money. But public relations consultants are advisory and also remedial in the courses of treatment. So we are not doing the same thing. And public relations covers both the products, the services, and corporate organization. And in most cases, you see the limitation of advert where it fails. For example, I was public relations advisor to KPMG auditing firm in West Africa, year 2019 to 2022. They spent 130 million on a project that they wanted women director to patronize them. And they couldn't achieve it because they were using wrong tools. Billboards, accolades to women and so on. But when they gave me the account for 18 million, they said, I don't know what I'm doing. How will I charge so cheap? But by the time we had 2 seminars at Federal Palace Hotel, they moved from 15 women CEO to 33 women CEO within 2 quarters. So it is a matter of going for gold. Go for gold. Don't let anything push you back. Look for a way. Just snatch yourself away from inaction, bad peer groups, and of course, laziness. Then greed for money that you are not entitled to yet. At 21, what do you want to buy? An expensive car. And you want to live in a choice house. You see some students in all our universities, somebody in 300 level is having 3-4 cars to himself. So the questions are many. So we shouldn't be part of that. Thank you.
Go for gold, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you very much. I think it's a privilege for us to have an oracle like this in the house. Even if Prof does not speak, for the fact that he's here is enough lesson for us, and we have enough to take. What he has done tonight is just a tip of the iceberg. And I want to encourage all of us for the consultancy training that is coming up in November, first week of November. If you are in the room, you are going to take more and more and more. And then for people like us who love knowledge, as much as is possible, for me to recycle people like Professor Ladele, to gain as much as I can gain, I will keep on inviting them. So please, let's subscribe for the program that is coming up. He is also a resource person there. So he's going to be with us for like 2-3 days. So we are going to learn and learn and learn. Apart from that, the AGM is also coming. If it's available, because I know he's traveling out of the country almost within the period, but we are still negotiating. If he's still in the country or he wants to postpone his trip for us, we'll still invite him. More of these practical experiences and knowledge that we need to grow in the industry. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, I don't want to talk much about my relationship with the keynote speaker because there is no time. But I want to say that as a reputation teacher, he has lived it for over 10 years. He has really, for me, lived a life that shows reputation. That is here with us today. He has to shove an appointment in Port Harcourt to be here because he's a man of reputation. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, let's give him a big round of applause. I will now call on the PRO to very quickly invite Mr. President to address us. Thank you.
Thank you very much, my chairman. For a time check, it's about 6:45. I'm not timing the president, but just mentioning the time. The president's speech is not within the timing, so you may need to give us, members may need to give us about 10 minutes after 7. Please now welcome our own president, the president we elected, the president of others, but first for Abuja, our president and chairman of council, very distinguished Dr. Ike Neliaku, FNIPR. Sir.
Thank you very much. For record purposes, presidents are not timed. That's the protocol. And I'll give you a short story. We just came back from Kanu. And the DG, Director General Media, told us a story. Comrade, you were there. And he said that he was moderating a program. And the governor was there. It was governor's program, his guests, and so on. Augusta. So when it was a time for the governor to speak, so governor now took the microphone and asked his DG, how long was he to speak? Because DG has been giving everybody time. So DG said, DG gave orders 2 minutes. So DG now said, Your Excellency, you have 5 minutes. He said, you are crazy. Say, how dare you time a governor? You don't do that. So that one apologized. So I will take it that Tope didn't say anything. Thank you very much. Our very, very brilliant former president. Somebody called him past president. For the avoidance of doubt, he's not yet past president. We have immediate past president, former president. Then you have past president, ex-president, one-time president. And he keeps going like that. So he's not yet past president. Dr. Professor Rotimi Oladele, for emphasis, is always a delight to listen to him. And he's giving us something to take home. Thank you very much, sir. We deeply appreciate you. And what really impresses me in all of this is that he's not carried away by the quantity that he carries upstairs. He's not. You don't see it in him. He's just himself. And he's a man who grew from nothing to something. He has shared his story. And it's a big lesson. You know, though I know that there is nothing wrong to ride good car. But I think the point is that wait for your time. That is the issue. Wait for your time. You know, I once had a young man who told me that he was working hard to become a billionaire under 30. I said, I don't want to see you in my house again. Because it's dangerous. You know, what will you be doing? You know, I couldn't go far when he told me that he wants to go into music. I said, okay, you are carried away by Davido. And Wizkid or Wizkai or something like that. Is it Wizkid? Okay. All those things. You know. But the point I'm trying to make is that, listen, content is content. You can be an empty billionaire. When you are shaking, you discover that there is nothing there. And I see so many of them around. Go for content. Go for character. Every other thing we follow. That is the point that Professor Rotimi had made. When chairman was talking, you know, there is this self-ignited competition between Lagos and Abuja, and I have said my hand no day. Because in one breath, Drawbridge told us the people that we are expecting. Professor Rotimi Oladele, who has released himself from Lagos for purposes of today, said, I'm not of Lagos chapter. But he was mentioned. Tokumbo Modukbe, where is he based? Abimbola, where? And who was the other one? Okay, Lagos. You like to go and take from Lagos, but you don't want to accept that Lagos can teach you. There is nothing wrong in being taught, and it takes humility to learn. So we thank Lagos. We thank Lagos for what they have achieved, and like I said, they are good parents, but they must allow the children to grow. I'm not aware. Premier is Premier. Premier is number one. You can't change it. Yeah. Finally, I don't want to take much time because I want Hajia to come and speak briefly on a subject. But I want to say that I'm deeply grateful and delighted that the chairman introduced the gentleman from the Attorney General's office, because we are currently dealing with a matter that is very important to the institute. You know, we have a wonderful act. Our act makes room for a number of things to be done to those who are not doing well. And one of it is the issue of disciplinary tribunal. We have a case at the moment involving Nipr, because we had what I describe as early knee injury. You know, you have a football match and your team is preparing, everybody is getting ready, and they say that Ini is the champion. Once he enters the field, match is finished. So the other team is so afraid of him that they don't know what to do with him. And then the coach prepares him, celebrates him, rejoices in him. And then on the day of the match, he said, no, I'm not going to play him in the first half. I will wait until the second half so that I can read the team very well. And then in the first half, they gave them 1-0. And then he now introduced Ini. And Ini is supposed to come, make sure that the 1-0 is cancelled, and then gives 2-1, 3-1, and 4-1. But the first leg, or the first, the man is on the ground. And what happened? The knee was twisted. So they carried him out. So when they asked the coach, why did you lose the match? He said they had an early knee injury. And that was what happened to us. We got the opportunity to send somebody to Nipr after so many years of efforts. And the person went and ran into bad weather. And that bad weather affected us. And we are still managing the situation. So I had to leave Kano this morning with the vice president to attend a meeting at 9 a.m. this morning on that matter. And after attending that meeting, I had to go to BPSR, Bureau for Public Sector Reforms, for another engagement. So I have been up since 4:30 a.m. trying to make sure that all these things were met. By the time we finished from BPSR, I said I will go home to pick my wife, but it wasn't only to pick my wife, I also needed to eat, so that Son of Man will not faint here. And they say that I am sick. And then somebody will rush there and get a malt, and then I will drink it and wake up. So I said, no, it's not going to happen here. So I had to stay back, and I ate. And that's why I'm speaking to you, and I'm happy to speak to you. On that note, I thank you very much. So, Hajia, please come and talk to us about Raymond Dobesi lecture. So, I'm just technically apologizing to let you know why I came late. It is good to be transparent and honest. Thank you very much. I'm sure you prefer that to me fainting here.
Thank you, Mr. President. Thank you, Mr. President.
Thank you, Mr. President. Following closely to Mr. President's waking up at 4:30. We're all in Kano together, but we woke up at 9 because our flight was in the afternoon, so we had our breakfast. Even though I've not had lunch, I'm good. Mr. President has handed over this microphone to me so that I can inform us of a very important event that is coming up. And this event, let me just give you the preamble. It's about the High Chief, it's about High Chief Raymond Aleo Dokwesi, second annual Diamond Lecture on communication and development. It's a flagship intellectual event dedicated to advancing discourse on the role of communication in national transformation, governance, and socio-economic development. The second annual lecture seeks to honor enduring legacy of late media icon and trailblazer, while bringing together thought leaders, policymakers, practitioners, and academics to share insights, inspire innovation, and promote actionable strategies in communication for development. His Excellency, Engineer Abdullahi A. Sule, the Governor of Nasarawa State, has accepted to be the guest lecturer of this particular second edition, which will take place on the 25th of October, being the birthday of late High Chief Raymond Dokwesi. October, that's October next month. So we barely have 1 month. Ladies and gentlemen, this is in partnership with DAR Communication, owners of AIT, Ray Power, and Faji FM. This innovation came from our president, the ever innovative president, the people's president. He sleeps and wakes up thinking of what to do for NIPR to move us forward. And I want to tell you proudly that the first edition, which held last year, was even attended by our former president, Goodluck Ebele Jonathan. So we expect more people to attend this. And the president is working assiduously to make sure that responsible, reasonable people, that former High Chief, late High Chief Raymond Dokwesi related with, friends of NIPR. Recall that late Raymond Dokwesi was a fellow of the Institute. And the relationship that we have with him goes beyond just that he was a fellow or he's a media icon. He's a trailblazer. He's the first man to run a privately owned media outfit in Nigeria. It goes beyond the above that I have mentioned. Any event that we attended or we invited DAR Communication to come and do it for us, they did it for us, even at chapter level. While I was chairman, they covered life. There was no time that you went to DAR Communication, AIT, to help us with publicity that they refused. They never did that. And we don't think that we are an irresponsible organization that will like to identify with people while they are alive, or when you benefit from the person, that relationship goes. The profession of NIPR goes beyond that. And that Dr. Ike Neliakwa, our president and chairman of council, has identified and has made sure that we're going to sustain this in partnership with DAR Communications. So it's, I chair the conference, the committee, and it's a membership of 9. I think 4 from NIPR, 4-5 from NIPR. Chairman is one of the members, and then another half from DAR Communications. So everything is working on well. What we need is, we've gotten a venue, Nigerian Army Conference Center and suits, NACAS. They abbreviate it to NACAS. NACCAS. It's just by the Polo Club. When you cross over that bridge, that is opposite Aso Road, Aso Drive. Yes, DSS headquarters, yes. As soon as you cross that bridge, you just slip on the right. You won't go more than 400 meters. Behold, you'll be there. And the place is a beautiful, fresh, virgin conference center with all the facilities that we need. So we need to launch it in a big way. We will encourage the chapter chair to mobilize and provide a vehicle if we need to from the center, from the office headquarters here, to move people up there. It has a capacity of 500. And with the caliber of persons that are coming, governors are coming, and this is our initiatives. So we need to be present so that they will know that we really mean business. We don't just advertise. You see the adverts will go on. There will be a lot of promo, and we expect you to come with either your spouses or your friends. The date is 25th October 2025. May God keep us hale and hearty to attend the event. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Ma. Thank you. Mr. Chairman, sir.
Okay, thank you very much. Ajay, thank you for that wonderful report. Please, on behalf of the chapter, I just want to plead that all of us, including those who are not here, should attend that event. It's our event. And then, when you are in a meeting, every meeting that the president talks about the FCT, in your absence, you wish you will continue to have him as your president. So please, he has also made mouth with FCT chapter on how we are going to mobilize to fill the place. Please let us not let our president down. It is our event. Like I just said, come with your spouses. Go beyond your spouses to invite your friends. It's an open event. So please, last year where we used was very tight. This year we're looking at 500. I know from FCT alone, we'll mobilize almost, if not more than that number. So please, we are counting on you, irrespective of the date of that event, whether it's Saturday or Sunday or Friday, any date at all it falls. Please, let us do Mr. President proud so that by the time we come for next meeting here, it will be given as an update or matters arising or a report that the event was well oversubscribed. Again, a sitting governor has confirmed attendance. I'm a member of that committee and I represent you very well. What you owe me now is also to now come and represent yourself and represent the chapter excellently at that event. So please, it's a call to duty and I want to plead that we all will be there. And if there is need for us to get more vehicles to convey people, that will not be a challenge. The chapter will deal with that. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, the PRO, based on our time, we need to close this meeting.
Yes, sir.
Let's know what you have. Thank you.
Mr. President, council members, distinguished colleagues, it was agreed that we close at exactly 7, but there was a caveat. We follow constitution. And the caveat was that except when we have special announcement, Hajia's announcement is special. So we'll just take just 10 minutes and we're done. I want to invite very respectfully Yeye Gambari to please lead her team, welfare team, as they invite all those who are celebrating their birthdays in the month of September to come forward quickly. We're going to do this very, very quickly, and we'll move for adjournment and we're done. Let's do that.
Thank you very much. Good evening, Mr. President.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
If you are born in September, stand up, stand up.
4, 3, 2, 1.
If you are born in September, stand up, stand up. Okay now.
Happy birthday, oh, I gotta sing on to you every day. Happy birthday, oh, I gotta sing on to you every day, every day, every day. Happy birthday, oh, I gotta sing on to you every day. Happy birthday, oh, I gotta sing on to you every day, every day, every day. Happy birthday, oh, I gotta sing on to you every day. Happy birthday, oh, I gotta sing on to you every day, every day, every day.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
If you are born in September, stand up, stand up. Okay now.
Happy birthday, oh, I gotta sing on to you every day. Happy birthday, oh, I gotta sing on to you every day, every day, every day. Happy birthday, oh, I gotta sing on to you every day. Happy birthday, oh, I gotta sing on to you every day, every day, every day. Happy birthday, oh, I gotta sing on to you every day. Happy birthday, oh, I gotta sing on to you every day, every day, every day.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
If you are born in September, stand up, stand up. Okay now.
Happy birthday, oh, I gotta sing on to you every day. Happy birthday, oh, I gotta sing on to you every day, every day, every day. Happy birthday, oh, I gotta sing on to you every day. Happy birthday, oh, I gotta sing on to you every day, every day, every day. Happy birthday, oh, I gotta sing on to you every day. Happy birthday, oh, I gotta sing on to you every day, every day, every day.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
If you are born in September, stand up, stand up. Okay now.
Happy birthday, oh, I gotta sing on to you every day. Happy birthday, oh, I gotta sing on to you every day, every day,
4, 3, 2, 1.
If you are born in September, stand up, stand up. Okay now.
Happy birthday, oh, I gotta sing out to you every day. Happy birthday, oh, I gotta sing out to you every day, every day, every day. Happy birthday, I gotta sing out to you every day. I gotta sing out to you every day, every day, every day. Happy birthday, oh, I gotta sing out to you every day. Happy birthday, oh, I gotta sing out to you every day, every day, every day.
5, 4, 3, 2.
Born in September, stand up, stand up. Okay now.
Happy birthday, oh, I gotta sing out to you every day. Happy birthday, oh, I gotta sing out to you every day. Happy birthday, oh, I gotta sing out to you every day. I gotta sing out to you every day. Happy birthday, oh, I gotta sing out to you every day, every day, every day.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
If you are born in September, stand